Hello and welcome. My name is Gail Moffat, and these are videos where I am able to connect to some really amazing personalities, including God. But I've sort of separated the videos out, and we do them 3 times a week. Tuesday is always where Saint Sebastian comes through. Now he's an expert in spirit with regards to all healing matters, and has an incredible knowledge. And the reason why he's had this incredible knowledge is because he has lived numerous lives throughout his existence. And each life has been involved with some aspect of learning about healing, the healing modalities. And so he is very enthusiastic to share some of his knowledge with us. And so don't forget, if you wish to subscribe and see some of these videos, don't forget to subscribe. Right, so let's go straight to Saint Sebastian. Saint Sebastian is saying that he's thought long and hard about this video today, because he says that he had some reservation as to whether he would bring this forward, because he feels that for some people they will disagree wholeheartedly with what he's about to say. However, he feels that this is something that he has spoken with God about, and God says that the truth must come forward. We must bring our truths forward, regardless of how difficult it is to hear. We have to allow man to be aware of what the truth is and to digest the information that is coming forward. And so I bring these words with trepidation, but also with God's blessing. My words are going to be, as I have spoken about earlier, controversial, and because they are going to turn upside down the way we look at health and the way we consider aspects of health. And he's saying that for some people, they will think this is unusual at best, and disregard at worst. The health of a human being is critical for the longevity of life. And for some human beings, they will engage in certain pursuits like recreational drugs or smoking or alcohol or something like that. And it is our understanding, or your understanding on earth, that when somebody engages in those sort of pursuits, that they are potentially threatening the length of their lifespan, and potentially will reduce the number of years that they have in this life. And so the advice from the World Health Organization and many doctors and hospitals and nurses is that we should not engage in these activities, and that with regards to alcohol, we should reduce our alcohol consumption considerably. But I would like to say that whilst this is a consideration, and whilst this can impact your life, he's saying that he has been made aware by God that this information is slightly incorrect. And he's not wanting people to therefore continue with these pursuits, because they do have an impact on your health, but not in the way that we perhaps think they do. He's saying to me that with all health considerations, many people look to what they do in life. But God says this is not exactly how health should be perceived. For we as humans have a strong mind and an active mind. And this mind carries about with us many thoughts and many ideas. And these thoughts can literally encapsulate some of the molecules of our food, or the toxins of our consumption from drugs or alcohol, and distort them in a way where they become detrimental to our health. And so what is very clear here, it's not the substance that is causing the ill health, it's the thought in the beginning. So in other words, you have to take it back a step to understand the beginning, the what is known in medical circles, the etiology, which is the beginning of this disease. And he's saying that if somebody was to be joyful and happy and not behave in a way that is detrimental to their mind, then they would be able to exist regardless of the activities that they carry out. One thing is very clear, and this is something that has been given to him very clearly, is that aside from that, our bodies require many nutrients, and these nutrients are essential for our life. And they help us with our thoughts, help us with our energy, and have a role to play in our minds. And so the food we eat, it has to be of a healthy nature. But again, it all stems from our thoughts. The ability to have a long life that exists right up into the 9th decade is only secured when we have a mind that is full of joy and happiness, and not negative, and not sort of depressed in our mind. And so he says that he would love people to understand that ultimately, with all diseases, with all health outcomes, it is determined by the way we think, not by our actions that we carry out in our lives. He wishes to thank you for listening, and he's saying that he is very excited to continue to be able to give these talks. And he's thanking God for being so informative to him and allowing him to understand health so much better since he has arrived back in spirit. And he's thanking you for watching and wishes to say goodbye. And so over to Gail. Gosh, is all I can say. He has done a couple of videos recently about our thoughts, and he's really accentuating it today, almost saying that the actions that we take have no impact. It's all linked to our thoughts, although they can be linked to it. So if we have the toxins and the thoughts and put them together, then that's a sort of lethal combination, I guess. Yeah, well, it's certainly food for thought. Pardon the pun. Anyway, speak to you later. Goodbye.